You're expecting a fair fight with equal numbers and equal characters. In an open world hardcore PvP sandbox game, I don't think that I have enough weed to smoke to understand this. Hello everyone and welcome to the Wolfside channel. Today with a very special topic, always special. The problems of the game and the overall mood currently. So I've looked through the comments about the past month. They are running in the background, by the way, but I will summarize all of that. At least some stuff of that. And again, I'm just talking here about the problems and the overall mood and stuff. It's nothing against the dev team. It's nothing against Starbolt. And it's also not against anyone in the community. So as you maybe all know that Mortal Online 2 is a hardcore PvP sandbox game. This means that the overall opinions about the game is in the far negative spectrum and also in the far positive spectrum. It also depends on who you ask. But a lot of people are saying that the game has a lot of potential when certain problems wouldn't be there or when the developers would solve certain problems. But now to the overall mood. So, a lot of people criticize the developer priorities. The most asked thing is fixing bugs, and a lot of in the community thinking that the developers are neglecting bugs and critical issues. The thing is, they don't do that. They actually work on bug fixes every patch. There are whole pages just of bug fixes. But I can also agree in some, because some bugs are there since months and nothing happened there. But it seems that in the whole gaming industry, this is normal today. I don't know. Then there are also voices in the community, a lot of them, who are saying that Henrik and the developers are favoritizing zergs and streamers. Henrik is just engaging in his free time into Twitch streams often and just watch a little bit how the people are playing this game. A lot of non-Zerg players were pretty angry about the relic patch, which is totally understandable. But some in the community are having the feeling that the bugs they say or the stuff they say is ignored or cherry-picked by the dev team. I guess this also comes from the sheer amount of stuff they have to do. I guess this is the thing, because you have to start somewhere and you have to do stuff. But I mean, just for example, think of your own guild. Ask every member what 10 things that, if they would be Henrik, what they would do. And you will have enough material for Starbolt to work for the next 5 years. No shit, just try it out. And another very big point which also angers a lot of players is the secret game changes. For example, drop rates, loot tables and mechanics change without documentation in the patch notes. Sometimes secret game changes are true, sometimes not, it seems. But it is a big mystery black box that people don't like. Because every time when, for example, a fisherman has a good spot, a good day, a good time, and knows where the stuff is, and then it got changed, he thinks that maybe it's a hidden game change or maybe it's just bugged. This is also in a micro perspective of stats and stuff, when micro stats are changing, or maybe just people have it in their heads that stuff is changed and Starbolt is just don't do anything, and it's just a thing of the human mind. But I guess that some tweaks here and there aren't documented for the patch notes. So I worked over a decade as a website developer and I have documented all the stuff all the time. So I don't know if the Starbolt team does that, because that would explain some secret game changes over the time. So the community just wants a little bit more transparency of everything that Starbolt is changing in the game. And even if you just round up a number or something, if you change it that this number is now rounded up at this point or not and stuff, this is important info for everyone. Then to the main core problems a lot of new players said over the time. The main conclusion is that the criminal system is a joke for a lot of people. There are no real consequences for gankers and griefers. The PvP mechanics allow toxic players to thrive while driving away new players. So a lot of people are asking about a revamped system of this, but this is also a double-edged sword. This needs to be sorted out if the whole community just wants more of that or not. But in the end, it must align with Henrik's vision, I guess. I don't know what his vision there is. But it's also a good question, is when you're removing that or having harder consequences for murderers, is it then a hardcore game anymore? This is also a very valid question. Then also a lot of people are claimed that the AI and NPC behavior is just shit. This is also why on this roadmap here, so over the next months, they will also improve the AI technology. But people are claiming that the NPC behavior and AI behavior is so bad that enemies reset mid-combat for no reason, mobs running through walls, stack on each other, in each other, over each other, or move unrealistically, or hitting you from spots where they shouldn't even be able to hit you, and that NPCs are sometimes too slow or sometimes too fast that you can't even run from them, even when you are a trained fighter that can marathon run. But it seems that people want that every AI also has a stamina bar in running. Because a player has a stamina bar, but AI doesn't have a stamina bar, so this is maybe also a thing. Oh, the next topic is a good one. So, territorial control is one of the biggest disasters for a lot of people. So, people are a little bit angry that defensive structures like barracks were made mandatory after players spent resources on other mechanics. Also, sieging and land control is not balanced, and favoring large guilds is the overall opinion. Also, a lot of guilds are reporting that they really want to own territory because it's called territorial control, but they can't own a real territory. Because for some players in the community, it's called territorial control and it means to control a territory. For other players, they see the same and saying this is content gatekeeping and the developers should completely remove that. But we will see what will happen to territorial control because Starboard also have this on the roadmap. So in the next few months, we will see what will change in the TC system. Then the next one is also a very big point. It's the quality of life and also the inventory mount system, the overall management system, or how we interact with objects and stuff, because this is also annoying a lot of people. Just to give you a brief example that I saw a lot of times over the years, when you're killing an animal and you open the loot bag, there people have asked for an instant butcher button, where you have a butcher button or you can directly butcher it from the loot bag into your bag, or directly transfer it into the bags of your horse with one click. So without getting it into your inventory first. I mean, this is just an example of how quality of life could be implemented to make things easier to interact with stuff. And people have also asked for bank tabs, that you have tabs in the bank for more space and stuff. But I don't know if we even need more space. I mean, just get more bags. I mean, how many items do you want to hoard? I guess I will never understand the mindset of certain human individuals. But maybe one day I will understand it. So the next big thing a lot of people wrote is the PvP balance and the zerging issues. So zerging is a little bit out of control, that at least some people claim that. So PvP is dominated by large groups crushing the smaller ones. A few people claim that there are no incentives of having a fair fight out in the wild. The interesting thing about this claim is, just in my personal opinion, is to all the guys who wrote that, you're expecting a fair fight in an open world hardcore PvP sandbox game when you are out of the safe zones of towns. I don't think that I have enough weed to smoke to understand this. Then a few people also suggested that a possible fix should be implementing a battle system that discourages unfair fights and rewards PvP balance. My only concern about this is that when you implement such a system, you're encouraging small group gameplay even in guilds. This also means that only the hardcore PvP players that are playing 16 hours PvP a day and stuff will form groups and roam around, and everyone else who is casually maybe just want to join there and stuff don't have the chance to also encourage in PvP, because you only need then the very, very good PvP fighters to make PvP when you implement such a system. So then also the bigger guilds would split in squads, I guess. Then also a lot of people claimed that mages need fixes, because some of the builds having not huge variety. But the good thing is Starboard also said that they will implement the next 8 magic schools someday. And also some wrote that the Thursars are a little bit too tanky and they will dominate PvP. You must also be careful about PvP claims and balance claims in PvP, because you must differentiate between 1 versus 1 gameplay or 3 versus 3 or 10 versus 10, because there are huge differences. But a lot are saying that the Thursars are OP and that the mages are sometimes very groundbreaking good and sometimes damn useless. So now to the overall player experience and community, and a lot of comments about especially the mood in the community. So new players are driven away by toxic veterans that are hunting down and killing beginners. There are no real safe zones, people claiming, because they're getting griefed or they're getting mage bombarded or they are getting their loot stolen in towns and stuff, making progression very brutal. And the community frustration is in an all-time high currently. I guess because Henrik is just streaming before each patch and not streaming every week again. Because I just guess that when Henrik was streaming every week or every second week and stuff, people were calm because they could directly ask Henrik about stuff and he was calming down everything a little bit. Or saying what they are currently working on, what the problems are, and then the people understood, oh, there are the problems, this is why this is not going, this is why this is not working, this is why they need more time, this is why this and that. So now to the overall game reputation. The overall reputation is pretty good. It's actually pretty okay. So I'm here since 14 years now. 15 years now. Now it's 15 years. And the overall reputation of the game was far worse in the past than it is now. But what is really dragging down the game reputation outside of the Mortal community bubble is that it's a subscription game and that it has no free-to-play area or free-to-play stuff to try it out. This is also why I said all the time that we need a free-to-play haven. Just a free-to-play haven that people can try out the game, and then the reputation would be a bit better, I guess. But the good thing, the overall conclusion is that the developers are taking everything very seriously what we throw at them, but they just need time. Starboard just needs time to work on things and to work things out and to make it happen. This is also the impatience of the gaming community, and this is completely okay because this is in every game out there. It is like that. The same like I waited for 6 years for Tarkov to get actually playable and good. And for some people it's playable now and it's good now how it is. There are a lot of people in the community who like Mortal for how it is currently, and it has a lot of content, it has a lot of potential, and it is a good game for a lot of people. But there are also people out there who are just expecting more. And my only advice for you is then just wait a little bit. Because Starboard is working really hard on improving the game. So please let me know what your thoughts and opinions are about the game in the comments below. And please leave a like and subscribe, would be really awesome, by the way. Everyone helps. So special thanks to all the supporters, of course. Carmel, Lucario, Ronus, Paternax, Cologne Bulldog, and all the others, of course. And always remember, stay positive and party hard. Party hard. I said party hard. Okay, see you all next time. Goodbye.